Ahoj, je 16.6. sobota ráno a my jedeme směrem Bosnu do Bosny a dneska jedeme do Maďarska, tam budeme spát a pak budeme pokračovat. Udělám takový malý vlog z toho celého výletu. Jo? Je 17.6. a my jsme teď ráno vstali a jsme v Maďarsku a jedeme konečně do té Bosny. Takže tohle je náš domov na 4 dny. Jsme ve Visoku v Bosně a já jsem tohle chtěl pojmout jako dovolenou, takže jsem objednal klasický byt přes booking.com.
Everything we concluded that based on that we have a structure in question. I mean, we have a we publish our evidence saying that we have a pyramid. 4B, which is behind, we have 4A above this one, and of course we have 3 more in this special section. Now 20 in this design, and this is a protected area which we cannot touch. This area we found presence of radioactivity in a normal level, natural level, which is okay.
Takže nacházíme se na Pyramidě Slunce v Bosně, v městě Visoko. Jsme u cíle a ještě pojedeme do Sarajeva, Pyramida. Vůbec nevím, co si o tom mám myslet.
No a jaký je to všechno do Ravne?
Welcome to the Bosnian Valley of Pyramids. My name is Azra and I will be your guide. So right now we're about here. That's 3 kilometers away, around 3 kilometers away from the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, the biggest and the oldest pyramid in the world. It is over 250 meters high, higher than Cheopsova pyramid in Egypt. It is also the most precise pyramid in the world. It's oriented toward the exact sides of the world.
To je poprvé, co mi řekli, že jsou rádi, že budeme točit videa a fotit. Vždycky to bylo obráceně.
That one over there, it's 400 kilograms heavy. We call it the egg because of its shape, and also in cosmic symbolism, egg represents birth and the beginning, and it's in the beginning of the tunnel, so that's how we named it. From this side, when you look, like 7 holes. For now, what we think is that it might represent 7 levels of tunnels. Because we have discovered 3 so far. KTK tunnels, Ravne 1, Ravne 2 tunnels. These are one of those 3 and the only ones that are open for tourists. Now, spiritual people, when I tell this, they say it might even represent 7 chakras of human body. That's also plausible because a lot of these things have to do with spirituality and with human health and energy and stuff like that. Why are they here and who made them and for what reason? We have discovered underground water stream 25 meters underneath these structures. You have maybe heard, at least that's what they say in Bosnia, it's not good to build a house above an underground water stream because of the frequencies that the water can produce. If you're exposed to it your whole lifetime, it can negatively affect your health. So there's underground water stream underneath. When this Okay, so now let me tell you about the materials and about the whole history with the tunnels. So what we have concluded so far out of pieces of information that we could gather from these materials is that we're talking about 2 civilizations. One civilization 25,000 years ago that made the tunnels and used the material from the tunnels to make the concrete blocks and build the pyramids. The concrete blocks, I'm sure Dr. Sam was telling you about, and for you guys, if you haven't heard it, the concrete blocks on the Pyramid of the Sun are very quality concrete, harder concrete than technology can produce today. They're under 90 degrees, they're layered in a specific pattern, and it's an obvious man-made structure. So analyzing this concrete showed that it originates from here. It's this material, the conglomerate, the building material of the tunnels. So what this civilization did 25,000 years ago, they were digging the tunnels, extracting this conglomerate, making concrete out of him, making it into blocks and building the pyramids. And then 5,000 years ago we have another civilization, because analyzing of this material showed its age of 5,000 years. It's a very different material, and you can obviously see it with your bare eye, the difference between these 2 materials. This one is very, you can take it in your hand, when this one is so hard, and we don't even need the wooden plates because the ceiling is made out of this very hard conglomerate. So what they did 5,000 years ago, they brought in a huge amount of this fill-up material and they sealed the tunnels. I told you the point that where we could pass was 20 meters inside. All the rest of it was filled in with this material, and this is the material that we're taking out of the tunnels. This is what our volunteers are doing every year, what we've been doing since 2006. We're clearing out the tunnels. There are more locations where you can see very clearly how when we remove the tunnel show itself, because this material falls out and the walls and the ceiling stays. Also, this one over here, it's called drywall. The stones are natural, but the structure itself is not. It's called drywall because there is no connective tissue between the stones. They're just arranged in this way, but you can clearly see that they're arranged in a specific pattern. There is no natural process that could arrange them in this way. We found it in many places inside the tunnel. You'll see it as we go. Just look around and you'll see on the sides there are many of these drywalls. wherever we found the drywall, there is a side tunnel behind it. Because what they did, they would put a lot of this fill-up material and then build a drywall, so to keep it in, and then fill in another tunnel. So when we remove half of the drywall, this material starts falling out by itself, and we can clearly see what's the way. You see, this one showed it's leading north, so they left it. We haven't cleared it out yet. We went this direction, that's southeast. So these two civilizations actually, they tried to, the second one that made our way a lot harder, and we have to now take out all of this material. We presume they might have tried to conceal something, or to hide something, or to actually protect something in a way. All our work is done manually. We don't use any kind of machines for two reasons. Dr. Osmanagice is very strict about trying to get the tunnels in their natural, in their state, how these civilizations made them, because we know next to nothing about these civilizations. We have very little information, and of course today's technology could just violently enter the pyramid, but we would destroy so many evidence and so many clues that could tell us more about these people and why they built it and how they built it. So what we're trying is to use only the manual labor, the things we presume they might have had, to discover the tunnels in their natural state, how they originally were. Second reason is, every time we did any kind of major intervention, we had a problem inside the tunnels. For example, once the monolith, egg-shaped monolith, was moved, and we had a flood inside the tunnels. Because the moving of this monolith disrupted the underground water stream, and it came on the surface, and it won't go away until we put the monolith back in its original position. So what we're trying to do is not to be invasive with our discoveries, to try to do it gradually and slowly, and it's also very good for building respect towards the whole, towards everything. And what's different about this one here and that one over there, we call them K1 and K3, is that they are a lot bigger. This one is 4 tons heavy, that one is 3.5 tons heavy. Also, this one over here has symbols engraved into its surface, so you can very clearly see a symbol over here, like an arrow, over there as well, and especially on that side over there. Dust is constantly falling in. We're trying to keep it clean, but the image that laser scanning showed was this one. These were the symbols that we identified as symbols and not some random like scrabblings. To try to decipher what it says actually. So there were numerous opinions, but one thing they in the end agreed upon is that it mostly resembles runic lettering, ancient runes. Even though the age of these structures is so great that, and also the fill-in material that covered it, that they presume that maybe runic lettering are originating from this lettering. So for now we call it proto-runic letters. There were some offerings of translations, what it might say, even though none of those translations were enough scientifically backed up so we could consider them seriously. They were more of guesses and interpretations based on more of presumptions than actual facts. And we like to stick to facts as much as we can because of the whole project is so monumental and great, and you need to really keep your mind open to see it all in a right way. So we're trying to keep with the facts as much as we can, so the whole story is actually developed right and not to make a mistake, because a lot of modern history is now proving not to be correct, so we don't want to make those mistakes. So for now we don't know what it says. What we do know is that, for example, the E with an extra leg is M in runic, The T with the side leg is O in runic, and also the arrow, when it's spelled vertically, it's C. So it's C-O-M for now, what we know. Even though at this point we're not sure, is it a phonetic lettering or is it image lettering? We can't know if one symbol represents an image, a word, a letter, a whole concept, so that remains open. What we do know for sure is that 30 meters underneath there are two water streams. One of them is going this way, and the other one is going that way, and at this point they intersect. The same Schumann resonance I told you about happens here as well. So it pretty much supports our presumption that these are some kind of ancient transformators, because wherever we detected underground water, we found megaliths above it. So the Schumann resonance area is present also here.
Teď jsme nahoře na Pyramidě Slunce a měla by tady proudit nějaká energie. Právě jsme přijeli do Sarajeva a jdeme se podívat na jeden z nejstarších bazarů. Je tam fontána ze dřeva, kterou shodou okolností postavil český architekt, a lidi o ní říkají, že to je něco podobného, jako kdyby v Praze řekli, že se sejdou pod koněm. Tak tohle je takový jedno z nejznámějších míst Sarajeva. To je ta ulička, nejznámější ulička z celého Sarajeva.
Na? 20, jasno. Koji ćeš? Bože, evo ti ovo. Evo da probam. Hvala vam.
Za 10. Tady máš všechno za 10. Co představ? Všechno 10. Nebo 15. Tady to moc neřeší, nějaký drobný. Dal jsem si uštipici sa syrom a je toho teda velikánská porce, nevím, jestli to dojím. A tak jsou tam 3 druhy, jakoby tohle nějaký sýr, čerstvý sýr, šlehačka, možná, nebo kysaná smetana spíš. A tady to je nějaká omáčka. Jupi! Půjdem tak 3 hodiny. 3hodinová cesta lanovkou. To je hustý, ještě rozstřílený. To je fakt bunkr, no, a velký. Jeden z bunkrů. Teď jsme jeli lanovkou a z lanovky jsou vidět bunkry, jak mají lidi na zahradě postavený. Dokonce tam byla cedule, že se na něj můžeme jít podívat, když budeme chtít.
To bylo dost divný. No, tak to bylo ten zvuk.
Se houpil, jo? Pyramida, jako vždy, v Sarajevu je každý kopec pyramida. Ta cesta je krásná, ale taková offroaděcká. Ty, to by byl výjezd. Tady jsou nějaký čáry. Sjíždí na kolech asi.
Ty kluci měli kolo.
No.
Vydali určitě.
Baklava, co je tohle?
Tohle je baklava.
Aha, tohle je baklava a tohle to je kadajf. Kadajf.
Tvoje není, to je dobré.
Jezva je bezva. To mám normálně zalej teda, jo. Když to chci s tím cukrem. Aha, to je proprava. To je blbý. Tak já to bych to možná mohl i vylejt. Ale zkusím to pravou teda.